Hello and welcome. Before we start, a few gentle things to know, especially if this is your first time listening to something like this. What you are about to do is a kind of guided relaxation, sometimes called self-hypnosis. And here's the most important thing to understand about it. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. I am not doing anything to you. I am simply a voice offering suggestions, and you are the one who chooses, moment to moment, to follow along. You stay in control the entire time. You stay aware. You can hear me. You can think your own thoughts. And if at any point you want to stop, you simply open your eyes and you are fully back. You cannot get stuck. You cannot be made to do or feel anything you do not want to. So there is nothing to do perfectly here. There is no special state you are supposed to reach. Some people feel deeply relaxed. Some people just feel calm and quietly aware. Both of those are exactly right. And if your mind wanders off, which it will, that is completely normal. You have not done anything wrong. You simply notice you have drifted and you come back to my voice as many times as you need to. The wandering and the returning are both part of it. One more thing, and this one matters. Please do not listen to this while you are driving or operating any kind of machinery or doing anything that needs your attention. This is time to be still. So find a place where you can be undisturbed for a little while. Somewhere you can let your body be fully supported, lying down or sitting back into something that holds your weight for you. When you are settled, we will begin. Whenever you're ready, let your eyes close. There is no rush. Just let them close when it feels natural. The way they might if you were drifting off at the end of a long day. You do not need to try. You do not need to make anything happen. There's nothing to fix before you start, and nothing to get right. This is simply time to come back to your own body after a long stretch of being somewhere else. Some days this will feel like settling. Some days it will feel like something quietly releasing. Both of those are the work, and both are welcome. You can trust that whatever happens today is exactly the right thing for you. Let us begin with your breath and your hands. Bring your right hand to rest over your heart and your left hand to the very top of your head. If that is not comfortable, you can simply rest both hands wherever they feel easy. There is no wrong way to do this. This is your anchor, the same hold you can come back to any time this week. In the morning, before sleep, in the middle of a hard moment. Your body already knows how to hold itself. It has just been waiting for you to notice. Let the weight of your hands be felt. Not pressing, just resting. The warmth of one hand over your heart. The quiet steadiness of the other at the crown of your head. As if the two are closing a circuit that has been open and running for a long time. And now breathe in slowly through the nose and a longer, softer exhale through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, and let that out breath be longer than the breath in. That longer exhale is a signal, older than language, older than any thought you could have about it. It tells the deepest part of you that you are safe. It tells the deepest part of you that the emergency is over, that you are, right now, safe enough to let something set down. One more in your own time, in and out, slow and long. And silently on the inside, where only you can hear it, let these words find you. I am allowed to be steady. You do not have to believe it yet. You only have to let it be said. When you are ready, let your arms come down to rest by your sides. Let them be heavy, your palms falling open or closed, however they land. The anchor has done its work for now, and it is always there to come back to. And now let your breath find its own rhythm. In for a slow count, and out for a slow count. The breath moving gently through the center of your chest. There is nothing to control. The body knows how to do this. It has done it every moment of your life without you ever having to manage it. And as you breathe, notice something. Steadiness is not a thing you have to produce. It is not one more task on a list you are already carrying. It is a place your body already contains, underneath all the noticing and anticipating and staying ready. You have simply been living upstairs, up in the part of you that scans and plans and manages. And this slow breath, this quiet weight of your hands, this is the way back down. With each breath, you may notice you can let a little more of your weight go. The shoulders remembering they are allowed to be shoulders and not a shelf holding everything up. The jaw softening. The place between your eyebrows letting go of a question it has been holding all day. You are teaching your system something it can learn, that this calm is not the reward you get after everything is handled. This is the baseline you get to live from. And somewhere in your body, there is a place that has been holding on for you. You do not need to know where it is. You do not need to name it or understand it or figure anything out. You only need to let your attention drift gently through your body. Not searching, just noticing. The belly, the low back, the deep center of you. And wherever there is a holding, a bracing, a quiet grip that has been on for so long, you would stop feeling it as effort. Simply breathe toward it. You are not forcing anything open. You are letting it be met. Sometimes that is all a held thing has ever needed. Not to be fixed, just to be noticed by the person it has been protecting. And with the next long exhale, you might feel the smallest loosening, a single degree of release in tissue that has been turned tight for years. And that is enough. The body releases in its own order, in its own time. Your only work is to stop asking it to stay ready. Now I want you to notice something about the way the old pattern moves. It is fast, faster than thought. The yes is already out of your mouth before you have checked with yourself. The dread that someone is disappointed in you arrives before you have any evidence. The urge to explain, to smooth it over, to make yourself smaller so the room can stay comfortable. It fires before you have chosen anything at all. That speed was never a flaw in you. It was a very good system built a long time ago to keep you safe by keeping you ahead of everyone else's needs. But you are not there anymore. And here, in this slower pace, there is room for something the pattern has never allowed. A pause. Just a breath of space between the trigger and the response. And in that space, 3 quiet questions can live. Is this a fact or a fear? Whose voice is this? What does my body actually know? You do not need the answers now. The pause itself is the whole thing. Because in that gap, for the first time in a long time, there is a you who gets to choose, not the pattern choosing for you. You. And you are allowed to say no without the apology that used to follow. You are allowed to rest without earning it first. You are allowed to disappoint someone and survive it, and still be exactly as worthy as you were before. I am allowed to be steady. Let yourself sink a little deeper now, deeper into the support beneath you. And remember, deeper here just means calmer. You are as safe and as aware as you were a moment ago. There is a muscle that runs through the very core of you, deep, close to the spine. It is the one that braces, the one that has been holding you ready for an impact that keeps not coming and coming anyway in some other form. So it never quite lets go. that has been staying ready your whole adult life, ready to perform, ready to catch the thing before it falls, ready to be too much for anyone, and so becoming less, quietly to keep the peace. And right now, you get to give it a different instruction, not through force. You cannot make a braced thing relax by demanding it. You can only make it safe enough too. So let your breath travel all the way down to that deep center. And on each exhale, imagine that muscle being told gently, in a language older than words, you can stand down now. I have got it from here. Feel what happens when a part of you that has been on guard for years finally believes it is allowed to rest. That is not weakness. That is your power finally getting to stop leaking out through the effort of holding everything up. That is what it feels like to be steady from the inside. By now, your body may already feel a little lighter than when we started. So in this next part, we are simply going to let go of whatever is left. And you do not need to go looking for anything. You do not need to find a memory or a reason or a story. Nothing from your past needs to be visited today. We are staying right here in the present, in this quiet moment. So just notice right now, wherever your body is still holding a little tension. Maybe it is a tightness that has been sitting in your chest. Maybe it is a low hum of holding somewhere you cannot quite name. You do not need to understand it. You only need to notice it, the way you would notice the weather. And now with each slow breath out, let a little of it leave. You are not forcing it. You are simply giving it permission to go. The way your shoulders drop when you finally set down something heavy you had been carrying without realizing. Breathe out and let a little more go. There is nothing you have to hold on to in order to stay safe. Your body is allowed to be light. I am allowed to set it down. And now from this steady place, I want you to picture someone. The version of you who has already made this shift. Not a fantasy, not a better person than you, just you. A few layers freed. Living from the baseline you have building all week. See how they move through a day. They lead from composure, not from the fear of what happens if they stop. They rest without needing to earn it. They say no cleanly and let the guilt that used to follow simply not be there anymore. When someone is disappointed, they feel it and it does not undo them. There is no collapse. Watch them for a moment. And now step in. Stand inside that version of you in the present tense right now. Feel what their shoulders feel like. Feel the space in their chest where the bracing used to be. Feel how it feels to be steady and to know it is not going anywhere. Your nervous system does not fully separate this vividly imagined present from a lived one. So this is not pretending. This is rehearsal. You are showing your body where you are going so it can begin quietly to take you there. That person is not someone you have to become. They are who you are underneath the pattern. You are simply coming home. In a moment, you will come back to the room and you will bring this steadiness with you because it was never something outside of you. It was yours the whole time. Your hands can rest wherever they are now, and you can know that the anchor is always available. Right hand to your heart, left hand to head, and one long exhale with these words: I am allowed to be steady. Whenever you need it, on the hard days especially. So let us come back now, beginning to notice the surface beneath you, the sounds in the room around you, a little more energy returning to your hands and your feet. Counting up now. 1, a breath deeper into your body. 2, a little more aware, feeling steady and clear. 3, beginning to move your fingers and your toes. 4, bringing all of this steadiness with you. And 5, eyes open when you're ready, back in the room and different, even slightly, than you were when we started. And welcome back. Take your time getting up. There is no hurry. Give yourself a few quiet minutes before you move back into your day. Maybe drink some water. Notice how you feel now compared to when you started. And be gentle with yourself for a little while. You just gave your nervous system something rare, and it will keep working quietly long after the audio ends.